Whenever I think of Scarlett Johansson, I'm struck by how early her journey started. Growing up in New York, surrounded by siblings and a mom in the film industry, do you think that creative chaos shapes a person's outlook from the get-go?
It really does, especially when you have a twin brother to bounce ideas off of and a dad who's an architect bringing a whole other kind of artistry into the house. What stands out to me is her childhood habit practicing crying in front of the mirror. That's pure dedication, even before she hit double digits.
Honestly, I can picture little Scarlett convincing herself she's on stage every morning. And then, at just 9, she's already acting in sophistry. That's not your average school play. Most kids are worrying about homework. Meanwhile, she's working with professionals.
And that experience must have set the tone for her entire career. Jumping into the spotlight so young, she probably learned to handle both nerves and criticism early on. By the time she got her first film role in North, she already had real stage chops, which isn't common for child actors.
That actually reminds me, her early film roles weren't exactly huge, but she seemed to bring something extra even to small parts. It's like people just couldn't look away.
Exactly, and she wasn't afraid to take on challenging roles, even as a teenager. Playing a pregnant teen in Manny Loke's Doc Clues isn't what most young actors sign up for, but she totally owned it and got her first big nomination out of it.
You know, after Manny Lo, her trajectory just kept climbing. The Horse Whisperer really spotlighted her maturity. Suddenly people were seeing her as more than just a child star. What do you think helped her stand out in that film?
Her emotional depth, honestly. In The Horse Whisperer, she played a traumatized teen, and there was this real vulnerability that felt beyond her years. And then, jumping to Ghost World in 2001, she started to show a bit of that dry wit she's now known for.
The real game changer, though, was Lost in Translation. That movie is still such a mood. Her performance as a young woman feeling lost in Tokyo felt so authentic. Winning the BAFTA was huge, but I think it was more about how she connected with people globally.
I completely agree. And then, just to flex her range, she did Girl with a Pearl Earring the same year, switching gears to this quiet, restrained historical role. It's wild how she could embody someone so modern in one film and so timeless in the next. That's not easy to pull off.
Funny you say that after those films, casting directors seemed to see her as someone who could hold her own in any genre. From thrillers like Match Point to sci-fi and The Island, she kept people guessing. And don't get me started on her collaborations with Woody Allen. Switching gears, her leap into Marvel changed everything. It's not every day an indie darling becomes a superhero. What do you think it meant for her to play Black Widow, especially starting out in Iron Man 2?
That move was kind of genius. Suddenly, she's not just a critically acclaimed actress, but a household name worldwide. Black Widow wasn't just a side character either over time. She became the glue for the Avengers. Fans connected with her because she brought both strength and vulnerability to the role.
And after years as part of the ensemble, she finally got her own solo film. Black Widow gave people a chance to see the character's backstory. Plus, it's rare for someone to anchor their own film after so many ensemble appearances. That takes real presence.
Absolutely, and what's impressive is she didn't just stick to superhero movies. Even during those Marvel years, she took on wildly different projects like voicing the AI in Her. I love how her voice alone could carry so much emotion.
Speaking of versatility, her roles in Lucy, Marriage Story, and Jojo Rabbit really proved she wasn't going to be typecast. 2 Oscar nominations in 1 year? Not many actors can claim that.
Those performances showed entirely different sides of her. In Marriage Story, she was gut-wrenchingly real, while in Jojo Rabbit she balanced humor and heartbreak. That rare double nomination year basically cemented her as one of the best of her generation.
She's also got that Golden Globe streak, the BAFTA, and maybe most impressively, the title of highest grossing actress ever. $14 billion at the box office is just mind-blowing.
It honestly feels like she's always pushing herself, never just playing it safe. And audiences keep showing up for her, whether it's a blockbuster or an indie film. That mix of popularity and risk-taking isn't easy to balance.
On top of her career, she's managed a pretty eventful personal life, multiple marriages, 2 kids, and still keeping her private life mostly out of the tabloids. That can't be easy in Hollywood.
It's impressive how grounded she's stayed. Honestly, with everything going on, fame, intense work schedules, she's always talked about how much her family means to her. That sense of balance shows in her work too.
Her story really feels like more than just Hollywood success. From a little girl with big dreams in New York to one of the most admired actresses worldwide, she's built a legacy on talent, resilience, and transformation.
Exactly. And what I love is that her influence goes beyond the box office. She keeps inspiring new generations by reinventing herself and taking risks both on and off the screen. That kind of journey isn't just rare, it's unforgettable.